Hello everybody, here we are with Vikings, Wolves of Midgard stream. So thank you all for watching and for finding time to check our first stream about Vikings. Thank you all. First of all, let me introduce us. This is Jan.
Hello.
He is the lead programmer for Vikings, and I am Peter. I will be guiding you through the stream, and I am the development team leader for Vikings. So, hello.
Hello, everybody.
Thanks again for coming. The third one of all our members of the team is the most important. Actually, member Vikings, also Midgard. So let's bring it on. I think everybody wants to see something more about Vikings and not about us, right? So let me tell you first of all what Vikings is. I think you already know it. Most of you already know it. So it's actually the brutal action RPG set in the Nordic mythology and developed by Games Farm. It's our biggest and definitely the best title we ever did. So kudos to all the team for doing really a spectacular job for bringing you Vikings, Wolves of Midgard. I hope maybe some of the team is watching, so thank you all. And thanks to Kalypso guys, to our friends at Kalypso, who allowed us to make this game happen and also made this stream available for you. So I hope you will enjoy the game and our stream. I have to say that this is our first stream, so yeah, sorry if you find some troubles. We will do our best. It's actually also the first stream from Games Farm, and it will be the largest one from Vikings, I guess. So have fun. So as you can see, when you come into the Vikings, you're going to choose your character. You can choose from warrior and shieldmaiden and customize their appearance, set up their beautiful haircuts, and we actually spent a lot of time working on the different haircuts, and the players who are going to pre-order it on Steam and also on the other platforms will get a bonus in terms of some additional visuals, so that's something to consider. And a part of customizing the appearance, you can see that there are some ugly faces too. Then after your appearance, you will choose deity. So it's the god who you basically worship most, and the god will grant you powers. So each god, we have 5 gods in the game, main gods. So there are others as well, but 5 which are really part of the entire RPG system and the entire mythology and everything around the game. So each of the our gods has a preferred game style, and this game style, combat style to say so, as you can see, you are changing your equipment and the first weapons, and also it affects your first initial skills, so choose wisely at the beginning. But don't worry, you can choose different skills if you don't like later on in the game. So it's not like you are locked into the one single deity which you choose at the beginning. So as you can see, there is also Valhalla mode, which is something you may know as hardcore mode, or what is it called? What's it called usually? If you die once, you die once and for all. So I mean, it's really for skilled player and it requires tough nerves. So I wouldn't do that, to be honest, for this stream, because it might be actually shorter than we would like to. So. Okay, and of course you can choose your clan symbol at the beginning at the setup, so I forgot to tell you about it. And we are playing on PC, so but the entire game was primarily developed for using the controller. But we are now designing the entire interface for PC as well as the control, so don't worry, it's not going to be just a straightforward port, it's going to be really a new, natural, complete port to PC with the mouse and keyboard support. You will be actually also able to set up and configure your keys, so even though if you may want to have some different controls, you can do that and customize your control scheme as you would like to on PC. So something like that. So this is a difficulty, and yes, it's a very important one. We as a developers, it's kind of hard for us to go easy. So anything we do, we are already level higher, so but we will play on normal just to show you and don't die too often. We may die anyway. So this is the introduction screen. As you can see, it's showing you kind of brief history and mythology settings. So enjoy. So the loading screens, which we have for each level a new loading screens, different ones. One of the very nice arts which our artists did love to create, and a lot of people who have seen them. Maybe you could have seen them also as I think there's some wallpapers published by Kalypso from Vikings. So there are some more screens which you can check out and see how something more from Vikings art. And I think also there is some pre-order bonus which is the artbook, digital artbook, so something you should perhaps check out. So as you begin the game, you are returning from hunts, and your village has been attacked by kind of giants and their allies. As you can see, it's beginning of the game, so it's a tutorial. So it might look quite easy, but don't really worry about it. It's going to get much tougher later on. So even though at the beginning it might look like a very easy one, it will get later on much harder. Across the game you will find a lot of loot. So we already found the first better equipment. We don't want. I mean, here is the thing. Lot of people are expecting that there is a huge amount of loot from dropped for the players. We wanted to do original things differently. I mean, it was we wanted to do a lot less loot, but we found during the development, it was actually quite a long development time. We did it for more than 2 years now. We found out that it just doesn't work, that there is enough loot, and it was really not so fun. So we increased. We basically changed a lot of in the system. So now there are random items. There is random loot. And it's not like spamming you with dozens of items with each build, as you can see, but we want to keep some kind of balance and find really the items which are worthy. So it's not going to be entirely about like maybe small goblin will drop you I don't know 5 items and you will have to just check it out all and The original idea of looting system was that there are resources and you need to grab the items which you would like to. But this was not like enough satisfying when we were playing the game, so we were looking for how to improve the gameplay experience. So we added much more loot, and we also added kind of random properties for the items which you will find. So now it's still not that huge amount of the loot, but I think that it's quite satisfying experience. It's not annoying that it's not really killing you with zillions of items which everywhere. And yeah, short dialogue. Entire game is voiced, so all the players will talk to you. All the players, all the characters and your enemies will talk to you, and yes, I think we should maybe increase our voices. We'll speak a little bit more loudly, so the wasn't better. So now there's a lot of destructible items in the game. So as you can see, it's not like the entire environment is destructible, but really you'll find a lot of items which can be destructed. And you can also use the destructible environment to crush your enemies. So if there are, for example, some enemies standing on the platform, you can come down and cut the platform down, and all the enemies will fall down and die. So, just have to find use it to your advantages. So also the destructible environment may drop you some kind of resources, and still the resources are actually very important to the entire game. So you collect it and use it to craft new items later on when we save the village and create. You will get your first village. Now this one is actually much better. So as you can see, this is a really bigger enemy, and as you can see, it's going to offer a different game flow and combat flow. So there are a lot of small enemies, as you can see, which are quite easy to kill, but then you come across much larger enemies, which are much more difficult to kill and much stronger. So they can kill you really lot in maybe 2 or 3 hits. So it's not you are not going to be able to brute force them and just come and stand and click past them, but you will really have to use your skills and evade their attacks and slash them from behind and attack them and run away and use your skills. So I mean, this was for us. Oh, this one is so it's much stronger. The mini boss at the beginning. Koyan is everything is looks so easy, but yeah, I hope you will find it appropriately difficult to use. It looks like sometimes he's cheating. So it's just the 2 years which he has spent in the game, so it's quite skilled player. And the first quest is completed. You saved your village, and now finally you are going to proceed. At the end of each map you are going to get a reward. Now it's quite simple one, but later on, after you will defeat really big bosses. So let's hear what she has to say.
The warrior who has slain a giant and even driven the enemy into flight.
Try to up the audio a bit.
Of the new chieftain, they rebuilt the village. First, they rebuilt the altars, where the clan could dedicate the blood they had spilled to the gods and goddesses of Asgard and earn their favor. Nearby, a tent to house the Scald, who would salve their wounds and write poems of their glorious.
You have proven yourself in battle, my chieftain. But if you survive this winter and against strong foes. I don't have much to offer right now, but help yourself to what I have in the smithy. Many great warriors died today. May they feast well in Valhalla. However, our stocks are ruined.
Fine, I get the hint. I'll travel to the fjords and clear the way for our hunters to bring back timber and meat.
What can I make you?
Okay. So now you have saved your village, and this is going to be your most important hub in the entire game. So, and the only hub. You will be able to meet the NPCs here. You are going to improve their buildings, their characters, so they can craft you better items. So a lot of things to do, and you are going to play you are going to progress throughout the game. The entire game is organized in raids, so you will always, after each raid, you will come back home and work around a little bit with your village. You can improve it. You can talk to the NPCs and go on to the next raid. So now, as you can see, Jan here visited just the altar, and he doesn't have enough resources to upgrade it to the next level, so he will have to stick with whatever he has. And also, altars are very important, actually the only place where you can level up your characters, and you will be able to find lesser altars across the game, so you will be able to level up your character also in the raids when you will visit some raid villages or some kind of other levels, so you don't have to always return to the village to level up. So this is the gift screen, and this is also the place where you will be coming quite often. So as you can see, there are 5 gods on the left side, and each has a different skill tree, and each god supports a different battle style, and you can unlock new skills and learn new, we call it gifts. So each level up give you some few skill points, which you can spend here in your skill trees. You can see at the bottom there are resources. So those resources which you can use for crafting the items and building up, improving the buildings. So the entire environment, as you can see, is set in the Nordic at the beginning, because it's like you're Vikings, so where can you start, right? So you start in the northern part of the Midgard, which is our world, and later, it's Helga speaking right now. So now she is kind of, how to say, she's a healer, kind of, yeah. And you will be able to craft magical items with her. She will be able to craft some healing items for you, and yeah, so you will come to her, meet her quite often. And also, later in the game, you will come to her to take a trials of the gods. And those trials, each god has their own trials, and you can come across and defeat earn the favors of the gods by defeating the enemies, and earn some rewards by each god. So something which you may come across and like it. Defeat a lot of waves and enemies. So as you can see, there are a lot of characters in the village which are waiting for you, and it's you became their chieftain. So and this one, it's a mead hall, and also your trophy room. So you will be collecting the trophies of your fallen enemies, of your fallen bosses, to say so. Now you haven't defeated any boss, so there are no trophies yet, but you will find the heads and I don't know, any kind of outside the bodies, because there are a lot of different monsters later on, so it's not only about the heads. But as you can see on the right side, there are challenges actually, so for each level offers you also some additional challenges, because the main quest, which is quite clearly described and dealing with Yokul. So the first quest is go and kill the ice elemental, we call it Yokul in our game, and he's preventing you from leaving the village, because it's the only path from your village leads through the Yokul kingdom, and now you have to defeat him first before going further through the game. So there was on the right side also the challenges, which are secondary objectives. Let's hear what
The old chieftain thought it best to leave the frost spirit for the summer months. Now, with the food stores destroyed, desperate action was required.
So here are you in the fjords, and your quest on the right side is to find and defeat the Yokul. Now, this is exposure, which is one of the very important and quite unique features of our game. So if you exposure basically describes the hostile effect of the environment to your character. So you may come across, you know, here in the Iceland, it's quite simple what it is. It's cold. So, but later on you will come across different exposures. So there is a dark exposure if you will be exposed to the curse. There will be, I don't know, heat exposures and other types of exposure when you will be visiting other levels, other worlds. So something to be really aware of. There is the bar at the bottom of the screen, as you can see, which is slowly filling up, and when you are exposed to the hostile effect of the environment. As you can see, it's not really like filling up very quickly, but there are some places in the game which are have increased the exposure factor. And for example, if you are going across the bridge and there is a really strong wind, you know, holding you, freezing you to the bones, so you will get exposed there much more, and you have to, well, if you will not run away from there quickly, then you may actually die or freeze to death. Oh, and then there was a beautiful kill range. So, by killing your enemies with the critical hits, and there is a certain amount of gore, as you can see, gore and violence, but overall, I mean, that's what already, if you are saying Vikings and Action RPG, it's something which we felt it really fits into the settings, into the type of game, so we try not to overdo it, but we wanted to deliver you really some kind of natural feeling but you will have to see on yourself and play it on yourself how we succeeded in this. So as you can see, the screen is freezing when you are, the exposure bar is being filled up. So also your character will tell you that you are really going to freeze if you don't find some sleeping place as soon as you can. So now Jan has to run to some campfire before he will freeze to death. Yeah, so as you can see, now he's found it. So there are different kind of healing items. As you can see, there are multiple attributes for each characters. Yes, let me tune down a bit. Sorry, where's my mouse? Okay, I just reduced the in-game audio so it doesn't bother you too much. So, I hope it's better now. So now you can see Jan just hit the place where the exposure is a little bit faster, and you are going to get exposed a lot more will be often ambushed by the enemies. We want really to deliver you the exciting experience, so that you are never sure that okay, this environment, this place may look actually quite calm, but if you enter, you might get ambushed by the enemies and may turn into the heat of the battle. There is certainly a lot of surprise factor waiting for you. And there are some treasure chests. This one is actually more worthy. Jan just found the Iron School, which is one of the secondary objectives, which is found, you can see in the top right corner. So, there are just 2 more Iron Skulls somewhere in the level, so you need to find. Honestly, I have no idea where they are. And by completing the secondary objectives, you will be rewarded by more resources. So it's something you don't really have to accomplish. You will be able to complete the game also without completing the secondary objectives. But if you really want to, you know, craft a lot of items, try which one is best. If you want to upgrade your buildings into their highest level, it's something which you should really consider. Okay, and then there are a lot of hidden places across the game. Most of the levels have some kind of hidden rewards, or puzzles or something. And in this particular level, in the fjords, there are hidden levers which you have to pull to get after pulling all the levers, there will be a bonus area unlocked which will grant you some kind of additional reward. And such places are scattered across the game. It's not in every level, but most of the levels have features. We put a lot of effort into making the gameplay smooth. Especially the combat. It was something like really we spent like months and months trying to iterate the combat fluidity and trying to get the twist as much as we can from the combat. So you can see it is really dynamic and something which makes us really different from the games, other games. So the combat is different than most of the games we have played. Those are tomtes. They are quite similar to normal goblins, and they are servants to Jotan, big giants, who are going to murder them in big numbers. And they are actually housed in those huts, but you can crush them, so it's getting quite unlucky after you crush them all. And oh, it's not in this level. There are a lot of like secondary objectives in other levels, crushing all the huts. So maybe we'll go later. And this one, for example, is Yoku Totem, which was just destroyed by Jan. It's also part of the secondary objectives. So some parts of the secondary objectives you will find quite easy, but for some you will really have to explore the environment, and there is actually our secret place which you will not be able to reach without you know, unlocking all the levers. So maybe one will be able to find all the levers. And this is the rage, actually. It's very important part. If you hear about the Vikings, they always say like, oh, berserker and that kind of things about their warriors. So we implemented something like that. We call it the rage. And as you can see, with each hit, when you hit the enemy, the bar on the left side, left bottom corner, will increase slightly, and it's charging your rage. And if you enter the rage, it's something which will improve your combat. You will hit them better, you will deal more critical, and each god has a different rage, so you can improve that in your skills and find, you know, kind of continue the rage in the way you would like to. Some rage, for example, it grants you immunity to the exposure. Some improves your criticals. So it's really like you can configure your rage effect in the way you find most suitable to your game. That's something you will have to carefully consider. But in some battles, like for example Yoko one later in the game, it's really about important to be protected from hostile exposure and you know, make it easy for you. You will have to consider how to use the rage. And Jan is rolling across the level, so it's kind of important evade feature. Especially, it's not so important with the small enemies which are not so powerful. But later, if you will come across powerful foes and strong giants, it's something which you will have to really use, because otherwise you will not survive for long. And this one was minor altar, and the ant improved.
Blood in the name of the God of Justice.
He's rolling the new skills.
For the blood I have spilled in his name.
Okay, so he just learned a new skill, crush more of your enemies faster and more efficiently. So, yeah. By killing each of your enemy, you will get certain. He drops a certain amount of the blood which you can collect. It's kind of natural thing which, when you imagine the Vikings, it's white blood is just something which came up naturally, and it represents your experience. So it also heals you a little bit, and the amount how much it heals you. You can also set up and improve by your passive skills. So dogs will help you to heal more than dropping the blood. So now this video is showing you. It looks like, and showing you some more skills. Oh, that was double kill. Okay. We killed all the images, and we have to find his lair. So he's trying to disturb you and get you away from his lair. I think he will not succeed this time. Jan is really playing like pro, so it's. Sometimes it looks a little bit even boring, maybe. It's so fast and so easy, but you can always adjust the difficulty. So, I mean, at the beginning of the game, so you can choose the difficulty and which really fits to your character. And there is, of course, the die ones. So always for those of you who really enjoy self-torturing, because I honestly say that I didn't try this one. I found it challenging for me. really the exploration type. He's trying to loot everything and find and show you all the secrets of the first level. Yeah, he's going to get quite some better equipment. Maybe he will fix So if your exposure reaches the full bar, then you are going to get damage, and you might actually die if you will not find some kind of safety, which will reduce your exposure. Our team did really put a really lot of effort into the environments, as you can see. So kind of we wanted to put there as much detail as we could, and so I hope you will really enjoy the world of the Midgard as we enjoyed creating it. So. Lot of enemies will have some special skills, which they will they will not really worry to use against you. So you will have to try and find some workarounds or defenses, break their defenses. So it's always about challenging them and finding the right way to defeat them. Played like invincible. So on the top left corner of the screen, you can see there is a is slowly filling up when you collect blood, and it represents your level progress into the next level. So collect more blood and you will go faster. Improve your skills, and it's actually quite important, especially later in the game. It's the first level, so it's not so difficult. But later you may actually find sometimes that you may need to collect more experience before progressing further, or maybe just think of a different approach, or maybe try to craft some new equipment, because really some places requires different approaches and your different tactics. So now we have reached the lair of Yoku, and that's the first real boss fight. Now, at the end of each level, there is kind of boss fight, and you need to defeat a powerful enemy and find the right tactics to defeat them. This one is an ice elemental, so it's obviously that you will all the time change ice and cold. Now, for example, this one is really attacking you with skills and summoning ice and not kill you. Let me turn down a bit. Let me interrupt you. Just a bit tune down the in-game sound so it doesn't break. So you can hear me better. And Jan is really like defeating him so fast, it's like annoyingly boring. He spends so much time working on the bosses. He goes like knife across the buttons. should have chosen the different, higher difficulty. Definitely we should. And you will have to defeat him by different means. But he is slowly getting down, so it's not going to take long to defeat him. And we'll defeat him completely. Looks easy, right? I mean, Jotan is likely the better player than I am. According to the Yapo. I'll have to do some more practice. As you can see, there's a yellow bar on the top of the bottom left, which is quickly killing you. It prevents your stamina, and each of your skills, when you cast it, boss is defeated finally. I'll come back to stamina. Okay, I'm completed the first level. Thank you. Great performance, really. And yeah, here's your reward. And also you get completed 2 secondary objectives. And you saved your...
Oh, I'm in your debt for rescuing me from that godforsaken skerry. The name's Scalagrin. Shipwright by trade and a damn fine one too.
Is that your attempt to make yourself sound useful? Fine. About me, I guess.
The yokel would return. The wreck of the longship yielded a survivor. Someone who would make the Ulfung take to the waters once more.
Okay, so after defeating the first boss, you are going to return back to your village.
Ready to sail, should you wish. Now that the Ulfung have a ship, there's this rival.
Are you a shipwright or a warmonger, Scarlet-Rim?
Surely heard tell of the giants' attack, and if you do not strike soon, they'll be
I like it.
Okay, so now you defeated the yokel and saved your shipwright. He will allow you to travel to distant lands and trade some unexpected enemies, and villages and other destinations. So it's really essential for you, for your raids and for the progress in the game. So as you can see, there's this one is the blacksmith. Then there is an armorer. There is the Helga, the healer. Later on, you will come also. You will save also some merchant who will help you to craft, to trade the resources and all. And now is crafting some kind of new equipment. Each new crafted equipment has some new properties, random properties, so you really may need to craft more items to get the best out of it, or just find it. Maybe it really depends on how much luck you will have, and how much resources it takes. Here is our beautiful Helga. We have our lovely producer Helge, so hello if you are watching this, if not, hello anyway. Greetings. across the game you will find also some talismans of the gods, and each talisman will grant you a different kind of health which you can use against your enemies. So there are a lot of different talismans which can be found in the game. Some will grant you, some will summon some kind of helpers, your boars, or I don't know what kind of other monsters to help you in the battle. Some will summon a great hammer from the sky to crush your enemies, and a lot of others. So something for you to explore and find all the different abilities and talismans which are scattered in Midgard. So now you are going to raid a village of another Vikings clan. It's
Of all the Ulfung's neighbors, the Svanum look down upon the outcast with the greatest disdain. The Svanum believe their fortifications impenetrable. But never underestimate what a desperate brute might revenge against.
So you have arrived at the village. It's Svan village, one of your competing tribes, and you are going to pick their passage. I can say. Might be a little bit difficult because everybody is shooting and you, now that you have seen the talisman effect, and it's just playing too fast. I cannot comment so fast, and it's really annoying. I want to tell about what's happening and everything, but it's Jan is just doing so many things at once. I'm quite bad. I don't have so many mouths to speak. So actually there is a beautiful shrine of some god. Jan, if you will go there. Yes, this one is Shrine of Loki. And there are a lot of other shrines as well, scattered across the game, so each one will grant you some temporary buff and help you defeat your enemies. So they are quite random, so you may find it different layout of the shrines each time you hit them. Don't be surprised if you don't find this shrine next time you are playing this game. As you can see, there is a combo counter which increases by each hit in the top left corner, and when you really have higher numbers, then you are going to have a better, collect more experience and a better combo counter, I call it. So if you really do a long strike, hitting strike, so it could help you also to defeat your enemies. Now there you can see, oh, this is the first shieldmaiden. Those are quite powerful. They are using different skills to defeat you. I'll find some other player outside. for the next Twitch, we will need to find some guys to play me. Oh, we will increase your difficulty settings. Now that you have seen how Jan crashed the platform and killed the enemies, which were standing on the top. And you can also drop platforms to your enemies, or find some other ways how to defeat them with a destructible element. Some. As you can see, some enemies have the blocking skills, which is can be quite annoying, especially if you attack them, you know, from the front. But there is always a lot of ways how to, you know, break their block. So you can either use your skills, or you know, circle them from behind and hit them from behind, or use your rage. There is a kind of rage property which you can improve, and it will allow you to, you know, break their block. There are a lot of ways how to get through it. We don't want you really to get annoyed by the blocking ability. You don't have enough skills, so you have to kill more of your enemies. You can break all the blocks. Jan, don't play Silent Man. Tell us something about the game. Silent Hill. I have, as you can see, that he's playing very well, so he's really focused on the game. And I think it's quite. We can apologize that he's insane so much. He wants to show you the best of the game, so. And it's really quite challenging sometimes. Okay, so there are. The entire save system is based on the checkpoints, so you have seen a few moments ago, there was a checkpoint which had been automatically triggered when the ant was on the surrounding, so you don't have to really worry about saving the game. There are a lot of checkpoints and you really don't have to worry. And of course, before each fight of important strong enemies, there will be a checkpoint. So when something breaks down, and everything should work out. There are not a lot of bots actually. Maybe a few ones. Right. But Ulfung is not a creature, Viking creature. It's not surprising there at all. So finally you were able to break into their village. It took you a little bit longer. Now you are going to challenge the Svan try and get them to how to say worship. I'm not really worshipping you, like obey you, yes. Yeah, become teammate.
Yeah, maybe I have told you harder it could be.
Yeah, definitely. Run, Forest, run! We don't serve alcoholic drinks in Vikings, sorry, so we will just have to collect the blood and, you know, healing. So, but you can drink meat yourself at home, when playing Vikings with your home, something like that. I have to admit that we have a lot of bottles here, but no meat and no horn, so I think we'll have to get some when we are going to launch the game, so we'll have to look for some meat and some horn. I never actually done an alcohol from home. I think it might be the right time to give it a try. So, now you can see that Jan has already reached enough blood, or collected enough blood for the next level. There is a small plus on his blood bar. So next time, when he will find the altar, he can level up and get some more skills and learn something new with that. You can see that, for example, this shieldmaiden, she was really like running and attacking you, so you can evade her, or you can just run around her and require certain skills. I mean, in the moment it looks like there is no skill required because it's so player and so low difficulty. Really inappropriate for this player. Silent Jan, I will call you for the rest of the show. For you, I think, well, some of you will find it definitely challenging. But really, if you come across some problems, don't worry, you can always return back to your village, you know, try to buy some new equipment, improve your skills a little bit, you know, collect some more experience and try it again, so it's not like something you have to linearly pass. So anytime, go back and improve yourselves.
Blood for Asgard!
Also, all consumes you stamina, so sometimes, you know, the more powerful skills, the more stamina is required to cast them. So it's really, when you are, you know, rolling too much, you will not be able to cast powerful skills. So you have to find the right balance in your gameplay and find a way how to, you know, when to evade, when to cast the skill, when to run around and evade, you know, run from your enemies. So that's just the usual stuff. Play the Vikings the best. As I said at the beginning, there are 5 different play styles, so game combat styles. We have dual wielding, we have Jan is now playing with the shield and the sword. We have two weapon combat style, we have bow style and also staff style. So each one is corresponding to a particular god and has a different skills. So I believe that you will be able to find something which suits you the best. We have also, there is a quick change. I will quick so you can have actually two different set of the weapons equipped, which can be changed by the single trigger. So, but Jan has nothing equipped in the second slot yet, so we'll have to first equip something into the second slot. Like you can equip the bow, for example, and it's really like a good combination, so you can quickly and smoothly change and swap your weapons, and you know, use the different tactics against the different enemies. Really something which you should try and explore. Especially, I will. Now he's entering the meat hall of the enemy Vikings clan.
You dare enter my house, Ulfung?
This is your house. I mistook it for the midden.
You will pay dearly for your impertinence! Kill him, my sisters!
I will see how you defeat this one. This one is actually a little bit stronger, but maybe I'm just so graphic by let's observe how the young, silent Jan deals with this. Now the time comes. Okay, sorry. Just a small pause. Still try to decrease a little bit in-game sound. Sorry if it's too loud. It's our first Twitch, so I'm sorry I'm not thinking in parallel to everything which is written there and your feedback, so we will try to improve for the next. Now, Jan, actually you have a big problem. I think that you may have found your defeater. We may not prevail on this one. Considering how many healing charges you have left. Well, finally! At least one. First death is, I think, incoming. Poor Jan. See how many tries it will require to challenge and defeat.
You dare enter my house?
This is your...
You will kill him, my sister!
I'm pretty much sure that the entire development team now laughs at home that Jan was killed by Chieftain, so... Honestly, I would be killed a lot faster, I think. She's quite tough, in my experience. I think Jan is doing now much better. Let's see... Oh, this was not really from behind. As you can see, when he is hitting from behind, he deals critical damage. So it is really essential to find the right hitting angle, especially against strong enemies like Ulfung, because otherwise it will take a really long time and you may just get smashed at some point. Later, do a mistake, get the damage, and Now he's doing really much better, so I hope we're not screw it up. Oh, did it! Second boss defeated! Congratulations. And now that you have defeated their chieftain, you are getting... you are becoming their chieftain, and you are going to acquire the leadership of their clan. So now you can choose whether you want to raise their village and get the instant boost in the resources, or they can become your vassals, and they will give you resources all the time.
The strong survivors swore fealty to the Ulfung and became their vassals. Each moon they would send tribute from fish and gold. And in return,
He's in terrible danger. I know with the village in ruins, it is a lot to ask.
Even more so when based on a dream.
Please. He's the runesmith for the Fenska, and I know he would repay you for your help.
So now Helga asked you for help, and of course you are going to help a damsel in distress. So it's something you have to as a brave chieftain and help her. Jan is dismantling all the items into the resources, so you can use them to craft better items. So there is a quite a good economic model behind, so you can collect the items. If you don't like them, you can dismantle them into the resources and use them to either upgrade the buildings or craft another items.
Do you need new charms?
I'm just failing to follow. I mean, like, I wanted to say something, but Jan is doing everything so fast. Yeah, I know you have a lot of stuff and you are going to sell it everything, and it's just like...
We do have a legendary.
Yes, finally I got something to say. So, you can... There are a lot of categories of the items in the game, and the best ones are obviously the legendary items. But there might be actually the better ones, which are artifacts. But those are really just, they are broken into several pieces, fragments we call them, and they are scattered across the Midgard, so you have to collect all the fragments and craft the artifacts to get really the most powerful weapons and equipment in the game. But the legendary items are actually usually quite good anyway, so the best which you can normally find without collecting all the fragments. As you can see, there is a fisher net, but you are not going to be able to run for fishes out. Fish, low fishing, so, but it's just for nice environment, I think. Maybe you can find some bow and try to show also something about... Yes, you have one. In a second, maybe put it into the secondary slot and show you guys. Maybe not right in the village and kill all your NPCs, which you cannot do actually. But you can fight. Okay, so now we can use the ship to go to help Kalypso damsel in distress right now, and now here is your beautiful ship. As you can see, the sea is quite rough.
Fangskar. A remote rock.
We have no enemies. Find my father for I fear
Okay, so I think we actually may... This is... You have seen quite a lot from the beginning of the game, and maybe we can show you something from the later parts of the game, so just to show you a bit more of the game. As you can see, there is also a multiplayer, so you can play with your friends online. It's actually 2 players co-op, so find your friend and go explore Vikings, Midgard. It's something which may be actually a lot more fun when you are playing together. Maybe we will do next Twitch when playing together. It could be like more fun. I don't know. Okay, so this one is from the later stages. As you can see, Jan has a beautiful shieldmaiden instead of ugly big Viking right now. But I think it's much better look into the invent. Anyway, so she is skilled in staff combat. As you can see, the skills are different. Also, the entire gameplay is going to be a little bit more different. So this one is Sigurd's Island. It's called Forgotten Isles, and your quest here is to find the Sigurd ring, which is hidden deep in the dungeons of this island. It's really like a dark place. For example, this is the place where you will be cursed and get exposed to dark exposure, which sounds really dark. We have a lot of we have some puzzles in the game as well, so you will need to complete some simple puzzles to progress further. And there are actually more challenging puzzles which are as bonus objectives, and you can get some quite nice rewards in some spaces or in some later places in the game. So now here you can see that there are some stone wheels which you have to set up into the right configuration. This one is later from this game, so this is not so simple as I think as the previous ones in the game, but you will have to play the game yourself to see how difficult the puzzles are. I mean, it doesn't really require you to be an Einstein to solve the puzzle, but some perhaps could give you some challenge. Now, this one is the Greater Dwerg. And here's a lot of I wanted to tell about the immunities and resistances, but he is not there already, so maybe when we will encounter the next one, I will have enough time to say something more about the resistances. And actually, all your enemies have different resistances and also skills. So if you will really encounter some strong enemies, actually your preferred game style and equipment may not work on them. So you have to be careful against some enemies. It just may not work. Explore different tactics to defeat the enemies and find some better ways to defeat them. Now, Jan solved the puzzle. I was not really following how difficult it was, but you can enter the barrel.
This place, it feels different.
Oh, look like quite tough ones. They are tough ones against Jan, who's, I don't know, the character is what seems to me. I hope he was not cheating when he was setting up the character. But maybe. Because it's 27 levels, so this is entirely appropriate for this level, and he will again look like invincible Jan, because he is so powerful. Well, anyway, if you will, when you come return to your village, you can always go to the places which you have already visited and go hunt. We call it hunt maps, hunt raids. And you can collect more experience there, complete the challenges, and get some more resources if you need to. Something which you may find necessary if you come to some very difficult areas of the game, which you will find troubles to overcome. There are always ways around your obstacle which you may come to. You can see that those enemies are immune to poison, so if you have a weapon which is poison, some poison sword or something, a venomous sword or something, it's not going to work against those bites and outers and similar enemies. If you will come here, I'll try to find some other equipment. There are totems which are showing, really giving you a dark exposure if you are kind of nearby them, and it's really your character will also react to the dark exposures and give you some kind of. I actually don't like it because it's this dark exposure just gives me a crit, and I don't feel like I want to get a crit, but I'm usually trying to avoid it. This particular level, it's quite a dark one, but it's a dark island, really inhabited by the undead, and everything is dead here. Surprisingly so. As you can see on the left part of the screen, there is a kind of temporary buffs, which you can check always in your character screen and see what exactly that means, the item which appears on your left side.
Victory shall be mine!
How to say it? Overpowered for this level. Overpowered, yeah. yes, yeah, I'm sure. You want it to look like invincible, yeah. No, that's a puzzle. Oh, yeah, to solve. I'm really not following up on him so much, so I cannot help you how to solve him, but I'm sure you at least so that we can show the guys a little bit more from the Sigurd Isle, yeah.
Death awaits you!
this is what gives me a grip, you know, it's just the entire effect on the screen and the comments from the heroes. It's really scary. As you can see, the entire gameplay is quite dynamic. There are a lot of everything happening on the screen during the entire game. Yeah, unlocked another puzzle, put another progress into the game. So that's very good. So I mean, I'm very happy that the Kalypso guys are answering all your questions. So that I don't have to bother my head because I don't have like break my fingers and it's not so well processing. It will be quite difficult, but fortunately Kalypso will help you and answer all your questions you may have. And of course, if you have any further questions, come to forums and ask them there. We will be really happy to answer all your questions which you may have, which we can answer. I think at the moment we can answer back anything. Not really any secrets or anything which we can tell you about the game. So, and eventually, I mean, on Steam, you can always refund the game if you don't like whatever you see here. You can just give it a try after it's out. Just play it a while and see if you like it. I think there is not really a lot to lose, so just give it a try and see if you like the game. Also with this, despite your cheated character, so you might not be so powerful player after all. But it was close, I think. It was not so easy. Now the third stage is coming, and I think the final level. Actually, the monsters will not respawn because I mean, you have to understand that this is one raid. So when you are on the raid, the monsters do not respawn. But if you return back to your village, you then go to a new raid. So the monsters will be there again. And also there are hunt maps. So it's again, but it's inhabited by different enemies, so it's something for you to explore. So, go hunt, and yes, you are never going to go across the empty levels if you are. Don't worry about it, unless you are going to clear the entire level and go back, which is like. But I think there are not many reasons to do that. once again, thanks all guys for watching this stream. Like I said at the beginning, it's our first stream, so I mean, hope you enjoy it anyway, and we will do our best to improve you and give you the best overview of Vikings if we can. So if you enjoyed it as much as you enjoy playing it. I mean, it's really quite fun actually. That it's still quite fun for us to play the game. So I still enjoy the combat and overall the gameplay. Oh no, this one is more complicated puzzle. So, but I would actually set up the difficulty much higher if I could go on, but yeah, we set it quite low, so you cannot change the difficulty during the gameplay, so you have to be careful what you are wishing for at the beginning and really create your character with something which is appropriate to your skills. And don't be like don't think that you are too powerful, or maybe think, I mean, give it a try, maybe you ask for that. I mean, it's really about the skills of the players, it's less about the you know, click festing, so if you are a skilled player, I think you can do it really well. You should choose higher difficulty, especially if you like big challenges. So, no doubt about that, some of you will choose higher difficulty. You also will not be able to change the difficulty for the game plus. I think that's the moment, because it's linked to the character creation. But I might be wrong. I'm not sure how this works. I honestly don't know. So, I think it's not possible to change the difficulty currently for the game plus. We didn't allow to change the difficulty during the gameplay because there are some achievements which are linked to the difficulty, completing the game at certain difficulty, which was so this is one of the reasons which we decided not to allow them to change the difficulty during the gameplay. Okay, now the boss, final boss is coming here. And also please note, and here is the mighty Sigurd, which is going to kick your butt.
So, that but thou shalt never leave.
Let's see who's including this one. Cheated character, but still, Sigurd is quite powerful. Yeah, he's doing well so far, so I suspect that it might be quite easy. There are actually, the game is coming out on PC, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and later I think I hope quite soon. After those 3 main platforms, we will also release it for Mac and Linux. So, something to look forward to. Only 1 month after the release, we are really so excited actually to, to see your reactions, how you play the game, and we are so can't wait to see you, to hear from you, your feedbacks, because it's really the biggest game we ever did, and I am quite sure also the best one we ever did. So we want to hear your opinions, so definitely please come over to Steam forums and talk to us and give us your impressions, what you would like to change, so we perhaps will be able to think about those for the next games. We want to hear from you so we can get your feedback and improve it for the next games. See what your reactions are, so definitely don't worry about it. We'll be really happy to answer either us or our standard players.
No! What art thou? The ring is lost to me, but I take my gold with me.
Couldn't let me keep the gold, could you but? At least I get a shiny new thing. Better than nothing.
Okay, now that's more reward to this.
So Sigurd fell in battle once more, and began his journey through Fang. Thus it was.
Okay, so Jan skipped the final screen, and perhaps we can show you another one last level. Oh, jeez. What a beauty. She's our lovely one. I like her, and you will encounter her a few more times, I think, in the game. So I might be spoiling actually, so we will not talk about that. So let's try some other. Show you, yep, knife and dark. Okay, now so here we are starting at the shores of, I think it's France, something like that. The geography level is quite low, but I'm not sure if actually France looks like that. Anyway, it might have looked years ago. We are quite open geography right now. Yes. Go across the beach and find something. It's like almost like DayZ in Normandy. Oh crap. I mean, I have to say that Helge, our producer from Kalypso, he was like so like unhappy about the crabs, to say it nicely. They are beautiful crabs, because he was really like, what? The crabs are doing on the beach. I think it's what kind of monsters would you put on the beach? I think in my opinion crabs are quite we had a lot of discussions about the crabs, and he's still not happy about the crabs there, so. But there are not so many in the game. Also in the other games are crabs, so. Jan has cheated both characters, so I think it was kind of easy for him to get to 27, so both characters are 27th level right now. Oh, there was some nice. Oh, your bag is full, so he cheated it a bit. As you can see, also the crabs have special skills, so they can actually stampede you down. And there are even bigger crabs later in the game, and you will come across some also in here. There are more powerful crabs, so you have to worry about the crabs at some point. Okay, so this one is dual-wielded character. As you can see, he's fighting much faster and really a lot of damage with his,
Meet your death!
Maybe we should have chosen the higher effective frame rate for doing that, but it's quite fast game. But we never did the streaming before, so we might find the best game. So next time we will try also doing streaming at 60. So let's see. Depending on what kind of weapons, what kind of attributes your weapons have, you can burn your enemies. You can, I don't know what's the word for making them, hitting them with a dark. I don't know. It's a dark element, darkening them. You can darken them. Freeze them to death. It's your weapons. This one is for, in particular, is the fire weapon, so you can burn your enemies. The other one is, I think, the dark one, so you can darken your enemies.
This is some kind of sinkhole.
Oh, this is a sinkhole, yes. It might be not so wise to go into the sinkholes, but some crabs may try to push you into the sinkholes. Oh, suicide one. Oh, what's that? Cheated character. That was quick. Quick death, but it was also rage, so I think got over all of his defenses.
Don't want to fall in there.
Now, big crap means big problems. A beautiful character may get his luck. Unless you find some healing spot, you are in big trouble. I find some regeneration. You found it. Now you can continue to defeat this wild crab. I also think that this crab actually looks beautiful, and I like him, but you know, there are a lot of other people, a lot of different opinions. He's a tough one. As you can see, there are a lot of environments in the game, so it's not really like you are going to be. It's Viking, so you say it's all about the frost and snow and ice. You are going to visit, you know, France, whatever it is, something like France, England, and other worlds too. So.
Sound the alarm! Intruder at the gate!
It's the Frankreich. Roman Empire, yeah. My history lessons were so well long time ago. Now you have invaded to the city of... what was that? Yo, what's the name of the city? Okay, now here's the priest. I actually hate this one. It's really annoying because you can cast invincibility and it's heals himself, so it's like, sometimes it's really annoying. Okay, that was actually quite a nice hit. I have never ever seen him so fine. First time for everything. Definitely, it's just the right expression for the Fast and Furious. You are enraged and doing a loaded character, and you are in the later stage of the game, and you have seen what it can make. We don't have any level caps in the game, so you can level up anywhere. And it's going to really require a lot of your efforts and no time to progress to higher levels. If you complete the game, you can go to Game Plus and you know, continue the game again. So there is some challenges also associated with the Game Plus. So you continue from level 30 higher. You will find more equipment, new equipment, stronger equipment. And you can still play. I think the biggest fun will be co-op with your friends. You should definitely try. Actually, all the guys here in the team, they really enjoy playing much more in co-op because it's like just gives another dimension to the gameplay, and it's really something on top of the gameplay itself. So I would recommend you to try it. Play with your friends.
You couldn't even scratch me.
Okay, so I think it's quite late, getting quite late. So if you have any questions, I mean, just we'll try to answer them. Right now reading and trying to answer everything you can. I'm sorry, I don't speak really well German, so but I can try to go through some usual indeed. Free returns, always returns. And I hope you have seen some a lot of Vikings, and it gives you enough impression how the game is. So I hope you enjoyed this presentation. This is our first streaming, live streaming on Game Farm. It was nice one. I am actually not sure about how long it will take for Linux. We'll definitely do our best to release it ASAP, so we don't want to really keep you waiting for the new release. But that's just, we are trying to do our best to put the entire game together, and we will start working on Linux in a really short time. So I hope it will be available really soon after the release. I don't really need it. So we will finish in a few minutes. Jan will kill a few soldiers, smash them. We will leave the Midgard for now. Once again, thanks you all for coming over and watching us playing Vikings. I hope you like what you have seen. Really, if you have any more questions, do not hesitate to ask on the forums. We are here to answer your questions and give you just play the game, try it, and see how it plays. If you don't like it, you can always return it. But I really hope that you will enjoy the game, because it's we still enjoy it playing, and let's say something. Okay, one died. It was a sign about that it might be actually end of this stream. So yeah, I really there is no critical level. You can level up as much as you can. Okay, so this is
Navy looks kind of brown to me.
Death to all enemies of the land.
Thank you guys, really so great to have you here. I hope that we will see us soon, and you will keep an eye on Vikings. And we really want to hear from you, so just check it out, pick it up, play it, see how you like it, and talk to you soon. Thank you all, thanks for coming, thanks for all your questions, and you know where you can find us. Bye! Bye bye! Počkaj, ešte sa to nevypadlo.